how do I go about clearing charges off of my person if I've already pled guilty to a traffic offence? I went to the hearing and I put in a handwritten paperwork, like Karl suggested, just saying I am man. I'm here to settle all claims before the court. I went in. They kept me there for ages, and I went in when I was called. They managed to get me into the dock, and I said my name, confirmed my address, and date of birth, and then all I said to the court clerk, because I'm in the UK here, so we have magistrates in the summary convictions courts, and the clerk of the court that really runs the show. So what I said to her was, have you received and read my paperwork? And of course I knew that she had. And then her response to that was, if you're not Mr. Benjamin Ross Psychic, you need to leave the courtroom. And so I picked up my stuff and I went and sat outside the courtroom in the lobby area, thinking that if they had the power to force anything upon me, then they'd just come and do it. Instead, they issued what they called a warrant for my arrest, which, when the police officer came to my house, much to my mother's distress, to our front door, took me away. I said, where's the warrant then? He said, well, I don't have it with me. And I was like, well, so there isn't a warrant then, is there? And I asked him, well, I can't really refuse to come with you, can I? Because if I say no, because there's no warrant, you're just going to arrest me anyway.
How did they come and get you if you said that you're not Mr. Whatever your name is? What's your name?
My name is Ben Tykif.
What?
My name is Ben Tykif.
So, yeah, obviously you're not Mr. Parkus, right? I'm not Mr. Parkus. I'm not Mr. Lentz, right? Okay, so you played that I'm not the Mr. game. That's fine. I'm not it either. And so how did that go down, man? You said that they came to your house. Didn't the cops say, are you Mr. Parkus? And what did you tell them?
Well, the problem with that, what happened was my mother is not very well. She's got a condition which stress affects her really badly, and she doesn't really understand what I was trying to do. And she's pleading with me.
You just had to say she was a woman, and I understood.
Yeah. And she pleaded with me.
What that's supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means.
She pleaded with me just to get everything finished. Just go and say that you're guilty, no matter what you think, and we'll sort it all out for you. We'll make sure everything is okay. And so that's kind of what I did out of concern for my mother's well-being. But at no point did I believe I was guilty. But now I really want to redress the situation. I think that in the process of my arrest and what happens in the courtroom, that there must be something.
I guess one of the easiest, quickest things you could do is say, I think I answered for somebody named Mr. Park, and I'm not Mr. Parkus. I'm sorry, I answered on behalf of. Do you understand what I said, or not? Fucking clue.
No, I understand. I understand exactly. So I gave them and I say.
Tell me then. Tell me, what did I just say?
Well, you said that I'm. Well, obviously I'm not Mr. Tykif, the legal person.
I didn't say legal person.
Okay.
What did I say? Of course I'm not Mr. Lentz.
That's what you said.
What does that mean? Okay, what does that mean?
It means exactly what you said. You're not Mr. Lentz.
Okay, how am I not Mr. Lentz? What's Mr. Lentz?
Mr. Lentz is a fictional person?
No, it's a person. Well, what kind of person? Mr. is a title. Mr. is a title. Like call me Squire Lentz, or call me His Lordship Lentz, or call me Mr. Prince Lentz. Mr. I'm not a Mr. I'm not a prince. You were looking for the prince. Oh, you were looking for Mr. I'm not Mr. I'm not the prince. I'm not Squire Lentz. I'm not Mr. Lentz. That's why you could have got out of it in 2 seconds. When she said, you're not Mr. Lentz, of course not. I possess no titles of nobility. I'm just a simple man.
Shit.
Yeah, shit. So now how much you're going to donate to me for those 50 years of shit that you don't have to go through? Yeah, sure. Yeah, but see how easy that is? I'm not a Mr.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But I mean, what I did...
Well, gee, I didn't understand how long you've been alive on planet Earth.
No, Karl.
No. How long have you been alive on planet Earth? How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, and that's a damn good reason why you didn't know it. Okay, fine.
But Karl, I only went with the police officer and accepted the title and went with him because my mother wanted me to do that, and I gratitude to her, man.
Oh, good. Then that's special. Then you just go in there and say, yeah, the wrong person. That's all. Well, at least you're only 27, so that's kind of okay. I don't, I shouldn't beat your ass too bad, man.
So, Carl, you're suggesting that I write to the woman who acts as the court clerk and explain that I'm not the mister?
Yeah, that you accepted a title, and you didn't know how to perform under that title.
Right.
Just like being a duke or an earl or a squire,
Well, I shouldn't be trying to bring a claim against her for doing anything wrong, because I don't believe she has.
No,
she was just doing her job.
You're the one who fucked up.
Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah.
27, man. So you should fuck up. So that's fine.
Yeah, well, I've had quite a few fuck ups on my journey so far to get to where I am.
Yeah, there's people 70, 80 years old who call me who still don't understand what I just said.
I don't know what the average age of your callers is, but I'd like to think that I'm probably quite young.
No, believe it or not, man, I can't believe how many people in their 20s are calling me now. It's unbelievable, man. Well, they're catching on to YouTube too. See, and I do a lot of YouTube stuff.
Well, that's my main way that I've been following you through Craig Lynch. I've just been religiously listening to Craig Lynch.
That's how you found me, right? Craig Lynch.
Yeah. Every single one, man, over and over and over again until it's just in there.
Yeah, pretty amazing, man. The thousands and thousands of hours, man, is just insane. I think this is so simple because I've lived it my whole life. I understand what I have to do, and somebody tries to call me Mr. Lentz. I was told at a very young age that that's the name of my dad. And because my dad is Mr. Lentz, he bears full liability for all the Lentz. And until my dad dies, I don't get that title. I don't get that right to call myself Mr. Lentz until he's dead. And then I bear full liability for all the Lentzes. So I was taught that at a very young age. So you guys weren't taught that. Somebody will call an 18-year-old kid Mr. Smith. He's like, is his dad alive? Is he the oldest of the Smith? Well, then you better not call him Mr. Lentz. It's a title. And then he has to bear liability. I understood that at a very young age. I'm not a mister. Why? Well, now I am. Because now my dad's dead. Now I have to bear all liability.
Well, unfortunately, I haven't had the benefit of learning from parents like that, because this is my parents do not even, they don't understand any of this. But they still believe that they are Mr. and Mrs. Tykif.
Well, like I said, they bear full liability. God bless them.
Sure.
It's a title of nobility. It's a very honorable thing to be called up, but then it's also a very burdensome title as well.
Absolutely.
Now,
yeah.
Somebody Mr. was a great title at one time. Now it's just like you're passing out a lollipop. Who cares? Everybody calls everybody Mr.
Yeah.
But it's still a title. And if you don't recognize it as a title, well, what fault is that?
So I should write to the lady who was acting as the court clerk on the day something like, I, the man Ben Tykif, the man who was there on the day was not Mr. Benjamin Ross Tykif?
Yeah, exactly. You accepted a benefit, for some man titled, that was not I. It was a person. It'd probably be easy to say that you're a person titled as that. And sorry, that was not I. And
then what should I ask her to do then? And as a result of that?
No, let them tell you. Let them communicate back with you.
Right, okay.
Let them suggest what they should do. I'm sorry, I claimed something that wasn't mine.
Because I'm going down to the same.
You could ask them. You could ask them. What do you suggest? Since I claimed something in error that was not mine, and I want to be honorable to this court. And I'm sorry that I was not. I was trying to deliberately act on with ill will, or evil intent, or dishonor. I just wasn't aware at the time that I am not who I believed I was at that time.